message some time back which said a man can survive without food for 40 days, without water for 3 days, and without sleep for 7 days. But he cannot manage without oxygen for more than 5 minutes. That is the significance of oxygen. And we know all the problems which we faced during the last few months. There was a message from Vittaldas Swamigal asking us to pray to Lord Anjaneya for oxygen and also to recite shlokas and chant Sundarakanda. So I thought we will speak about the greatness of Sundarakandam and also Anjaneya, and also let us see some shlokas which can be read on a daily basis or chanted on a daily basis. It is all for the goodness of the sloka and for our well-being. I will just give you a gist of Sundarakandam and then we'll proceed. They wanted to cross the ocean and they wanted to decide who can do it. Jambavan chose Anjaneya to leap across the ocean. He was the chosen one because of his strength and valor. Gajan said he can go 10 yojanas. Saraban said 40, other person said 80. And Angad said he can cross 100, but he was not sure whether he would be able to come back. So they decided that Anjaneya was the best person to do it. Anjaneya was so much determined and he prayed to Surya and he decided to leave. Surya was his guru, so he decided to leave. Ramaduta Atulita Paladama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama Mahavira Vikrama Bajarangi Kumati Nivara Sumatike Sangi. He just left there and he was going with such force. He was ready to leap across the ocean. He was ready to cross the ocean. There was this lady called Surasai who blocked his way. She was asked to do it to check his strength. He won. He killed another demon called Simihai and he left the place. There was this Mainaga Parvatam who wanted him to take rest. He was very courteous. He said, let me come back and take rest. I have a task ahead. He had to go in search of Sita, so he left. It shows his determination and a single-minded approach to save Sita. He went into Lanka after hitting Langini, who was at the gate. She knew his valor, so she sent him in. He went there, he went and saw the abode of Vibhishana, he saw the abode of Kumbhakarna and also Indrajit. He saw everything. He saw the Pushpaka Vimana and he saw the beautiful way in which the palace of Ravana was built. Ravana was sleeping, there were many ladies, and there was one more lady who was so beautiful and she was wearing such good jewelry and she was lying down happily. For a moment, looking at her face, he thought probably this is Sita. And then he realized he was wrong, because Sita will not be so happy without her husband Rama, especially when her husband is suffering in the forest. He decided that it was not Sita, but he was very unhappy. He thought probably Sita is no more. Probably she decided to kill herself. Probably she fell off the Pushpaka Vimana. He was not sure what happened. He was feeling very, very low. And then he decided that this is not the way he should be. Namostu Ramaya sa Lakshmanaya Deve Sadasya Janakatmajaye Namostu Rudrendre Manilebhyaha Namostu Chandrarka Marudganebhyaha. He decided to pray and he wanted to go ahead. There are times in life is a graph. Ups and downs will be there, and we have to get self-motivated. You know, it is a practice to sing Anjaneya song towards the end of any concert. And the reason I think is in Tamil, they say mudiyam, meaning it is possible. And so towards the end of something, which also sounds as mudiyam, the songs of Anjaneya are being sung. He left. He wanted to see where Sita was. He finally came to the Ashokavana. It was spring and it was so beautiful with blooming trees. He chose a tree just next to Sita. She was surrounded by demons. Ravana just came and spoke to her. He said, I'm going to tell you something. Please be my wife. I will give you all the wealth and all the prosperity. She was very patient with him initially, but finally lost her cool and said, my Rama and Lakshmana are going to come and kill you. She could have burnt him with the fire of a chastity, but she chose not to do it. Because Ramayana is basically a grantha which is teaching us how to behave, and Swami came only as a normal human or a Raja. So he has to behave that way. So she was very upset and she decided to kill herself. That was the time Hanuman, the Buddhiman, decided that he should somehow disclose his identity without terrifying her. Buddhir balam, yashodairyam, nirbhayatvam arogada, ajatyam vakpadutvam cha anumasmaranatbhave. He just came and he told her. He wanted to communicate to that he was Rama's Duda and devotee. So he started telling the story of Rama from Balagandam, whatever happened. And she listened to it. Initially she had a doubt whether it was Ravana, but then she was convinced that he was Anjaneya. And he gave her the ring of Rama, and he took from her the ornament that she wore in her hair, which was gifted by her father. He said, I can take you back. She refused to come. She said, ask Rama and Lakshmana to come and take me. So he wanted to do something. He wanted to destroy the Ashokavana. He wanted to do some mischief and draw the attention of people around so that he can know the strength of the opponent. It is very important. You have to know the strength of the opponent. So many people came and fought with him. All of them were defeated. He killed Ravana's son Akshaya Kumar and so many other people. Ravana was disturbed. He sent Indrajit, and Anjaneya acted as if he was, affected by the Brahmastra. He had the capacity to just come out of it, but he pretended to be affected by it. They took him to the kingdom, and he saw Ravana. Ravana was scared whether he is Nandigeshwara, because Nandigeshwara had already cursed him. So he was very scared. He was a little disturbed, even though he wanted to cover it up. He wanted to kill Anjaneya. Vibhishana said, we are not supposed to kill Dudas. So they decided to set fire to Anjaneya's jail. Sita prayed to the Lord of Fire. She prayed to Agni Deva to save Anjaneya, to ensure that he was not affected in any way. Sito Bhava Hanumataha, she prayed. To cool down and ensure that he is not affected by the fire. He went and burnt everything in the palace, and then he decided probably something could have gone wrong with Sita, because fire generally spreads. And that was the time when he heard some people go that side saying, what a miracle, nothing has gone wrong with Sita. So he was very happy. He went back, he took her blessings, and then came back to Rama and Lakshmana and said, I have seen Sita. The first thing he said was, seen Sita, so that there is no amount of tension in them. He narrated whatever has happened, and they decided to go back and bring her back. They decided that they will have to fight with Ravana and bring her back. That was the decision taken. I'm going to just tell you a few shlokas which are very important. Before that, the strength of Anjaneya. Anjaneya fought with Bhima and he won. He taught him a lot of fighting methods which Bhima actually used during the Mahabharata war. Arjuna wanted to show his strength and prove that he was stronger, and so with his bows he created a bridge which fell down in a few minutes. But Anjaneya also built a bridge with Ramanama as base, and it was very, very strong. In the Mahabharata war, we can see Anjaneya in the Arjuna's chariot. He was a witness, and he was also listening to the Bhagavad Gita totally. And there was a point when Arjuna and Karna fought and Lord Krishna was hurt. At that point of time, it seems that Anjaneya was also there. Some of this information was shared by my uncle, Subbu Srinivasan. I am grateful to him for all the help rendered. I will share with you some shlokas which are very, very important. Manojamam Maruta Tulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimadam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayuda Mukyam Sri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami. With so much speed, he was so eminent, son of wind, he wipes out our senses. I bow to Lord's greatest son, Anjaneya. Anjaneya Matipadalananam Kanchanatri Kamaniya Vigraham Parijada Tarumula Vasinam Bhavayami Pavamana Nandanam. with a pink face and golden hue is residing in Parijata tree and blessing us. Ullangeya Sindho Sindho, se Ullangeya Sindho Salilam Salilam, Shokavagnim Janakatmajayaha, Ahaya Tenaiva Dadaha Lankam, Namami Tam Pranjalir Anjaneyam. Agaya Tenaiva Tataha Lankam, Namami Tam Pranjalir Anjaneyam. Took the sorrow fire of Sita, burnt Lanka. He leapt across the deep sea in a minute in a playful way, and we are praying to him. Anjana Nandanam Veeram Janaki Shokanashanam Kapisham Akshakantaram Vande Lanka Bhayankaram. He killed Akshay Kumara, the son of Anjana, who was able to remove or wipe out the woes of Janaki. Vande Lanka Bhayankaram. He set fire to Lanka. He did so much mischief there. Wherever the glory of Rama is being sung, Anjaneya is there to listen to the glory. He refused to go to Vaikuntham only for that. Yatra yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tartha Kritamastakанjalim Pashpavari Paripurna Loshanam Marutim Namata Rakshashantakam. He killed the demons, and with tears in his eyes is always there with folded hands praying to Rama, listening to his glory. Asadhya Sadhaka Swamin Asadhyam Tava Kimbada Ramaduda Kripa Sindho Matkaryam Sadhya Prabhu. There are some things which seem a Herculean task. There are some tasks which seem impossible, but everything is made possible by the grace of Anjaneya Swami. We have to prostrate before him and get his help. That is why the need of the hour is to pray to Anjaneya Swami for help. He is always there to protect us. There's a beautiful Hindi shloka which says, why is the Sundara Gandam so beautiful? Sundara means beautiful. Sundare Sundaro Rama, Sundare Sundari Katha, Sundare Sundari Sita, Sundare Sundaram Vanam, Sundare Sundaram Kavyam, Sundare Sundaram Kapihi, Sundare Kapihi, Sundare Sundaram Mantram, Sundara Kimna Sundaram. Everything is beautiful. Rama is beautiful. Rama's story is beautiful. Rama Katha Sutta, there is a song, na? Rama's story is beautiful. Rama Sita is beautiful. Anjaneya is beautiful. Sundara also means monkey. Anjana used to call Anjaneya Sundara. And it's a beautiful part of Valmiki Ramayana because it was able to unite both of them, Rama and Sita. Anything, all is well that ends well. So he was able to do that. Anjaneya was able to achieve that. Anjaneya is beautiful. The Kavyam of Ramayana is beautiful. Mantram is beautiful. What is not beautiful in this episode? That is why it is called Sundara Gandam. What is not beautiful in the Gandam? That is why they are calling it Sundara Gandam. The greatness of Anjaneya is something which cannot be measured. Immeasurable. The way he leapt across the ocean, the way he took different forms, the way he carried the Sanjeeva Malai, the Sanjeevi mountain, and the way he carried Rama Lakshmana on his shoulders, and how he was an example of Dashya Bhakti. Everything is absolutely amazing. Praying to Sri Rama and Anjaneya to save the world from any further waves and to save us from this pandemic. Jai Hanuman. Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Thank you so much.